Hello YouTube and LEGO military fans alike. In this episode of Chaos Productions, we're taking a look at my entire LEGO military collection. But before we get started, if you're someone who's looking for exclusive and rare LEGO military kits like this, like these Blackhawks and AC-130, like these Abrams and these M-ATVs, and any of the helicopters or planes that you see and more, message me on Instagram. Follow me first, but then DM me Jack to get 15% off your first order with me. Now let's get started. You have the opportunity to win one of these blacked out LEGO military vehicles free of charge for just following me on Instagram, liking this video, and subscribing. Starting off in my favorite news section, I have the NATO-inspired camouflage vehicles. So in the front here, I have a M2A3 Bradley built in dark green, reddish brown, and black. And you can see how it's got the up armored all built around it, as well as the crew that comes with it. Are very cool. So here's a quick look at these guys. And then also I do have a rocket launcher and flag on there. Next up, I have a cargo truck. So you can kind of see this one also has a 50 cal on there. And then I got my Ukrainian troops chilling in the back here. And then also built in that cool color scheme. Opening hatch in the back. And the doors don't really open because how the angles work. But you can kind of see some of the guys that it comes with. Very cool. And then next up on the Abrams, we have some more of those guys. So this one back here has a Stinger missile launcher. And same crew, but this tank also has working suspension. That is on the whole tank. However, it's easier to show like that, yeah. And then right here we have an M-ATV, which has working opening doors, as well as a rocket launcher and basically a big 50 cal GAU barrel on top there. Got a couple more Ukrainian soldiers, and then here's another one. And then behind that we have a M1A2 Abrams, also on its way to Ukraine it seems. This one has up armored version, so it has lots of that printing on the sides there. Also has a lot of guns on top, so you can see it has the crows. There's a machine gun and another gun right there. Opening hatch, and then there's just a soldier on the back there. Next tank is going to be pretty similar, so I won't spend as much time on it. It's got a little bit different printing on the sides, and then just some different loadouts there as well. You can see the sign to my base, Fort Jackson Training Facility. That's why I'm having you use code JACK. And then Absolute Death is the name of this tank. Also got some stud light explosives on the back and other stuff like a fire extinguisher. Another tank, this one just has a rocket launcher on top. And these tanks are very cool. I can grab one and demonstrate how well the rolling works. So you can see it's on these Lego treads, so it rolls very smooth. Does have some suspension, as well as the turret will spin 100 degrees basically, or sorry, full 360. And then we got the flag, the crows, and also some extra stuff. Wheel right there. Here is my fuel truck. This one's pretty cool. You can see the rolls roll very smoothly on this sort of bottom where it's all connected to one mechanism, and then the back here where you can open the hatch and get fuel from. Very cool truck as well. And then back here we have my New Zealand LAV. So I'll go over there. Actually, sorry, I forgot to show some here. We have a gun truck, which is up armored, has Iron Horse on the side, and then also the doors too. It's got a 50 cal and some more guns on there. Very cool. And then next to that we have a more like a cargo truck. So you could see the back hatch opens up as well, and then we've got some different things in here like a Stinger, rocket launcher, some sodas, and some property top secret classified information there. And then we got the big bulldozer, but this isn't really military themed, so that'll be not covered today. And then we've got a little bird right here. So get a good grip. Don't want to drop this little guy. He's got miniguns on the sides as well as rocket launchers, and you can see the bullets would be coming from the inside of the helicopter there, fed into those miniguns. Very fast little bird, can be outfitted to carry 6 troops, 3 on each side too, instead of the gun variant, but very intimidating little helicopter. That would actually pair well with the Black Hawk, which we'll cover earlier or later, and same with those M1044 Humvees. Now moving on to the LAV, I just gotta get inside here. I just realized I forgot to cover this vehicle. So this is the Kozak. It's a Lego military for the Ukraine. It's got opening doors, 6 of them total, as well as a cool turret on top and also an extra wheel on the bottom. Next up, behind the school bus, we have the NZ LAV. It's got a cool window, a winch, some guns and up armor on here, this cool turret, also some doors in the back. And if you're wondering what these yellow pieces are, they're just reflectors. Behind that, we have the LTA-TV, carries special forces around. It's got a rocket launcher in the back right now. And then the Osprey. This one's cool. Got a lot of good angles. And then the propellers are also connected via axle, which I really think is cool. It can turn and also close up like the real one does, but I'm not going to demonstrate that right now. It'd be kind of hard. It's got the landing gear that can fold up into the bottom, and it's also got an opening back and machine gun back there. Space in this vehicle, lots of space actually, that this can even fit in there. The LTA-TV is something that they carry in the Osprey, plus a bunch of guys. And then over here in this hangar, we have the F-35B. So this is a very cool bird, and we got lots of good angles on here as well. It's also got room for missiles, and the missiles are in the missile bay. So we got like, I think 2 or 4 of them in there right now, and then there's the pilot. That's another thing I can show in another video, but it'd be kind of hard to do at the moment. But that's the F-35B. Next up, we have the Australian Abrams, which is the exact same model as this one. However, this one's in a different camo scheme. So again, we've got the rotating turret here, plus a bunch of cool, very cool guys that come along with this one. So you can see the detail on him. And then I really do like this color scheme. It's not something you see every day, and that's what makes it special. But this also has cool working suspension that really just allow for the best playability. And then the final vehicle on the table is the AC-130. Now this giant weighs like 20 pounds in Lego, and it also has like 4,000 pieces, I want to say. It's got the artillery shell and guns on the sides. Landing gear does actually retract. You've got an opening back here, and it holds a ton of people. It's got a side door and then a window. This guy has this here because we have power functions in the motors that are running through the wings, allowing this guy to be operable. So I'll demonstrate that here in a sec. Just want to capture some of the angles that this beast has. You can see how menacing it becomes when you zoom out. And then with the propellers attached to a battery, which can actually fit in there, but it's easier to just have it running through the window for now if I want to do this. Next up is another Osprey. However, this one is built in light bluish gray as opposed to dark bluish gray. And same, it's got the rotor blades that can propel. This one's also really cool. I mean, just like the other one, in that you can adjust these propellers like the actual one. So that's very cool. It's got the side opening door and also landing gear, everything the other one has. Some more printed details, however. Moving on to the shelving now, we have up here to start the LA County Huey. This is a fire Huey, so it can put out forest fires, and you can see a very cool color scheme. If I can even show how the doors can slide open, and you got an opening one here, plenty of room in there, and also the front door opens as well. And then underneath that we got another one, but this is just like how you'd actually see the Huey in Vietnam. This is how it would look. So that's how I have all of my Vietnam troops up here. I prefer modern, but I do have some Vietnam stuff that I think is cool. So you can see each guy's unique. We've got a little Jeep back there. And then we actually got a couple more Jeeps down here. This one has an artillery shot on it. And another Huey. Got the door guns on the sides, however, so that's one of the main differences from that one. Then next up we got a couple Humvees, some very cool SWCC soldiers, so each one a little bit different. And then, sorry, it's having a hard time focusing. Got a cargo truck here, it's got some chemicals on the back, those may look familiar, and some flammable things and other stuff. And then some more Humvees, all dark gray, but and then we have these rigid hull inflatable boat. Comes with some very cool guys also. Just can see that there. Shout out George Hicks, George Go Boom on Instagram, one who designed this boat, and also that bulldozer. Next up, over here we have another gray Humvee. This one's got the armor off though, so it's more open. And some SWAT vehicles, as well as another open top Humvee, but in tan. And then right here, we have the Ghost Hawks. These are what were used on Osama bin Laden, how they entered his compound. Remember, one of them crashed, and that's how we have images of this guy, the back at least, because they blew up the top secret helicopter after the mission was done. And then we got the pilots in both right there, door guns and missile launchers, and also fuel pods, which are what those are. Hold a lot of fuel. And then we got also more cool soldiers. PJs are jumping out of this one, and you can see there's even more in there. And then also just other soldiers, very cool. And then on this one, we've got actually the operation. It was Neptune Spear. These are what the guys look like. And yeah, this one's got the printed windows. And yeah, it's very cool. Forgot to mention, this has 5 blades. Most helicopters have 4. And then down here, we have the Growler. This is another light tactical vehicle similar to the LT-ATV. In that, like that one can go inside the Osprey, this one goes inside this Osprey. Top hatch does fold and bend down, but it does fit in there. Thank you for those who made it to the end of this video. This was part 1 of my LEGO military collection, part 2 going up shortly. Please remember, if you're participating in the giveaway of one of these vehicles, to like this video, follow me on Instagram, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you everyone for watching, and Chaos Productions out.